What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Nights, talking to you about physical media, about Blu Rays and 4Ks, and even a DVD sometimes, the way we like to buy and own our movies and TV shows. I got a quick pickup video for you. Now, I've been doing a lot of pickup videos lately in the past, month or two maybe, definitely the last month, but it's because I participated in so many of the sales this year. I probably participated in more of the sales this year than I ever have. There's just so many good things. But I'm going to get back to doing some additional content. If there's something you'd like to see specifically from me, let me know. I'd be happy to deep dive into some of this stuff. I want to get back to bonus feature breakdowns because I love digging into the bonus features. And I've got some era videos is what I'm calling them coming up. I want to talk about certain eras of movie. This camera, something. And sort of discuss what's out there and how you can see it and that kind of thing. Hopefully that'll be interesting, and I can show you some things from my collection as we talk about that stuff. But right now, I went to my used place. I flipped some things. I had some duplicates. I had done some upgrading and just needed to get those things out of my collection. And was able to get some cool stuff in trade. So we're going to dig into this little pile here. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on everything coming out, because my posting schedule is ridiculous. As you can see, you can't see, but you will see. I'm recording this at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday, so it'll probably be up by lunchtime. I post in between my weird production schedule, so it's never consistent, unfortunately, other than it being weekly. So also, I want to address something that I talked about last night on World's Biggest Collectors over on Mid-Level Media channel. If you're not a subscriber of Mid-Level Media, you should be. It's one of the best physical media channels on YouTube. He does amazing content. But he invited me on a live stream last night, and we talked for a couple of hours about physical media. And it was a really good time. I had some really cool questions from the live stream and the whole thing. But I mentioned that I have a policy, like a rule for collecting for me, and that is when I cold buy something, I have to watch it in 2 weeks. I give myself 2 weeks to watch cold buys. Now, I just wanted to clarify, because I did get a few questions about that, and a lot of people were saying, wow, you really are committed and all these different things. But remember, sorry, I could buy 15 things, but if I've seen all 15 of them, I don't got to watch them. That's the rule. The rule is on cold buys. And I do that because I don't want to buy a movie and have it sit on my shelves for 6 months, taking up space, and then I finally watch it and it's not good. You know, I could have put something else in that spot. So that's it. It doesn't have to be movies I've seen before. Like, there's nothing in this current pile that I have to watch immediately because I've seen everything. Okay, so immediately I lied. There is one movie in this pile that is a cold buy, and it'll be the first thing I watch from this, and will be something, like I said, I'm watch within the next 2 weeks, but I'm kind of interested and excited for this, so it'll probably be much sooner. It might even be, depending on my schedule, it might even be today, and it is the 2016 movie Killing Ground. Let me see if I can get it without light there. I'm kind of a sucker for the Most Dangerous Game kind of stories where it's humans hunting humans, and this one is that. This movie had very much Eden Lake kind of vibes to it, except I doubt it's as hardcore as Eden Lake, because very few movies are as hardcore as Eden Lake. This has got the Blu Ray and the old school, good old DVD in there. Literally, it is about a couple who goes on a camping trip, and they're camping on the beach in this wilderness area, and there's another tent there. This really sounds familiar, doesn't it, if you've seen Eden Lake? But it was very cheap, and I thought, I am a sucker for that subgenre of horror, so let's give it a go. And it's pretty recent film. It did play at Sundance, for whatever that's worth. All right, next up we have the 2011 film Silent House, starring Elizabeth Olsen. I did see this. I'm pretty sure I saw this in my art house theater. Sorry about the light, you guys. There, maybe. Little did we know what we were going to eventually get from Elizabeth Olsen, right? So this film is about her character. She gets trapped in her family's lakeside house and is unable to get out or contact the outside world because she's being assaulted by supernatural forces. It's a very interesting claustrophobic movie with a very cool set piece. I'm very excited to see this again. Like I said, I've seen it. I know I like it, but I haven't seen it in a long time, so that'll probably be next on the list. Okay, and then we have The Night House. This was my first, one of, if not my very first. Sorry, you guys, I'm still got some congestion from being sick. If not my very first, it was one of my very first back to theater experiences after lockdown. This is a thriller kind of horror. Very cool vibe to it. Rebecca Hall is a lot of fun in this. She does a very good job carrying this movie. It's creepy, it's scary, atmospheric, very, very fun. Highly recommended movie. This is a newer movie again. Although that banner at the top up there looks very mid-2000s, early Blu Ray to me. So I've been on a little Ty West kick after X. And not that I never stopped liking Ty West, I just kind of had forgotten about him because he went to do a lot of TV. He was doing episodic TV on different shows, directing this episode or that episode. But after X, I was starting to think, I need to go back and revisit his stuff again. It hasn't been so long since I watched House of the Devil, which is my favorite Ty West movie. I don't know if it's still my favorite. X may be my favorite now. I don't know. But I realized that I needed to reacquire, because it was one of the things that went missing in my collection. We've talked about that enough. But I needed to reacquire The Innkeepers, and I just kind of was in the mood to watch it. And sure enough, at my used place, there it was. So I was very happy to re-add Ty West's The Innkeepers back to my collection. This is not a newer movie. I'm sure you guys all pretty much know about this one. Is there reversible artwork here? No, there's just internal artwork, which is okay. It's okay. All right, I never had this one in my collection. I did see it in the theater and loved it, from 2014. This is Goodnight Mommy. Goodnight Mommy. It's about these twin boys whose mother has basically cosmetic face replacement surgery. And they move into this new house with her and discover that what's under the bandages is not something that they recognize. So, very cool movie. Very creepy. Great scares and amazing atmosphere. Can't recommend this one enough. I'm very excited to revisit this one. I don't know if I'm going to do this soon or if I'm just going to hold this. I know it's a long time, but I've seen it before. If I'm just going to hold this till my 31 Days of Horror in October, because this would be so much fun to watch in that month. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, last thing I picked up. I've been eyeballing this set in my used place for a couple of months, and it was just high enough money that I didn't want to spend the money on it. It was $30, and for used, I just didn't want to spend that kind of money on something that's not boutique. But I did want these movies, and I don't want them enough to go out and buy them individually, even though some of them may come to 4K. I'm not sure. But I had trade credit this time going in there, so I went ahead and dropped the monies and picked this up. Got to get this other sticker off here. And it is Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry collection. I mean, these remind me of old movies growing up with my dad, because he liked all this stuff. And some of them are not that old. Clint Eastwood played Dirty Harry for a long time. This is a cool set. There's a box in here. Let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? Cool. Like very 1970s artwork. What do we have? There's a wallet. It has a wallet in it. It's like a fake, like, police thing. I mean, you can see Harry Callahan's worn out identification. I guess that's kind of cute. It's cute. And it's in this envelope. And the winner is... winner. Not winter. Okay, we have art cards here. Let's see. See, this is what I like. If you're going to do art cards, oops, sorry, hit the mic there. Give me posters. I love that. Oh, yes, this is posters. I love it so much. This is the kind of art cards I want. Posters for the movies. So cool. Sudden Impact. Yeah, that's one of the more recent ones. I mean, by recent, what is it? Probably 25 years old or something. And then, yes, you guys, that's the way to do it. And then there's some kind of little write-ups or something here. It's like receipts. I'll have to look closer at this stuff later. Little miniatures of paperwork. That's kind of fun. There's a lot of those. But I guess this one here, just to represent all of them, is kind of cool. But having these mini posters here, yes, guys, that is the ticket. That's what we need. To do, like, just take still images from the movies and throw them on cards, I think is a waste of paper and extra cost just for filler. But if you give me the posters, I'm hype. I'm hyped for that. I'll put this back in a minute. Let's see what else we got in here. Something else in here. What's this? Oh, we got some kind of we got a poster. You guys. And all this seems to be in really minty condition, which is cool for, buying it used. Somebody took care of it for the most part. The outside box is a little dinged up from like shelf wear. Okay, this is cool. I don't know if I'll ever put this up, but it's hard to show you here. But it has like a city map with markings of where victims are found. That's kind of neat. Yeah, and that's what's in the box there. It's cute. None of it is particularly necessary, but it's cute. All right, let's look at these. They have a nice hard cardboard separator there to protect these things. And then here are these are hardback books. Very, very cool. And inside the books are the book. This is cool, guys. This is boutique quality in its print. It doesn't have as much. It has just some pictures and a little bit of info about the movies and the characters. It has his partner, the perpetrator that they're after. Still really cool though. It's of course it's got him, Inspector Callahan there. Cool, very very nice hardback book there. All right, now we get to the goods here. This book here, I don't even know how these are packaged, so I don't know what order we're doing them. So here is Dirty Harry and Magnum Force. We're doing it in the right order. These are the first two Dirty Harry films. And pretty cool when you open up this digibook, which is what this is. It makes a piece of art all the way across. And the first two movies. Cool. And then this next one has the first one is Dirty Harry and Magnum Force. This one is The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and The Deadpool. The Deadpool features music from Guns N' Roses, and it features Jim Carrey. So there you go. And there's those. And again, on the back of the digibook, we get a complete piece of art. Very cool box. Now, I know some of these, especially some of the recent ones like Deadpool and Sudden Impact, may get 4K releases. But as I said, I'm not so hardcore Dirty Harry that I got to have them all in 4K. If these are decent Blu Ray presentations, they'll be fine. So they all go back in there like that. We've got our cardboard separator there, and then I have to put the box back together to reassemble this set. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking it might be fun. It might be fun to do a binge and take a few days and just watch all these movies and do a review. Would you guys be interested in seeing something like that? Is that something that you would enjoy? If it is, let me know, and then I'll definitely prioritize it and get it done. Otherwise, I'm not gonna I'm going to do it anyway just because I bought this set. And it's not, again, not a rule that I have to. I just remember watching these movies as a kid, on old movie repeats on Sundays or whatever with my dad. So just be fun to revisit them. There we go. Got it back together. So I'm going to do it. If you want me to talk about it, let me know. All right, guys. That is a kind of quick look at some pickups I just grabbed. Again, like I said, I've got more movie content coming. Let me know what you think, what you want to hear, what you want to do, and let's talk about it. Let's do it. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV. I'll see you guys on the next one.